This September marked 20 years since the day our nation was changed forever. The City of Miramar held a ceremony on Saturday, September 11, 2021, to remember the lives lost on that tragic day. The ceremony was a launching point for the beginning of the construction of Miramar's very own 9/11 memorial dedication to the victims. The city has been in possession of 2 I-beams from the World Trade Center and will erect them as a memorial to honor the memory of those lost during the tragedy. Mayor Wayne Messam led the ceremony.
As we all know, today marks the 20th anniversary of the September 11th attacks. And like people all over the nation and all over the world, we are pausing here in the city of Miramar to remember this tragic day. This morning we will remember the many lives lost and honor the loved ones they left behind. We will never forget.
I could not help but thinking of all the workers who got up and took the train and buses and got to the World Trade Center, probably maybe an hour or so before, ready to work, ready to serve, and then there was this attack to them. This memorial that we are dedicating today will give each and every one a place where we can come and honor those individuals right here in the city of Miramar.
Today we honor those 3,000 innocent victims of terrorism that was meted upon us on this day 20 years ago by Al-Qaeda in 4 separate attacks. These were folks like you and I who woke up one morning and either got on a plane or went to work, and their lives was snuffed out in the worst possible way. Let us ensure that we continue to remember the lives lost and have their families in prayer.
The motto of my high school back in Jamaica is Fortis Cadere Cedere Non Potest. In English it means the brave may fall but never yield. That is what this monument will share with generations to come right here in our little nook of the globe. Even as we congratulate those who formulated and executed the plans to make this day possible, let us also count the blessings that our very presence here and now represents.
We are preserving the memory and legacy of the lives taken. We are honoring the survivors, and we are showing our gratitude to those courageous persons who put their own lives at risk to save others. The plane might have broken our building, but it didn't break our spirit of America.
The Miramar Fire and Police Departments gave their recognition to those lost.
I think we could all agree, instead of calling this an anniversary, the term would better be served as a remembrance. It's a remembrance of the 343 firefighters that rushed into a building to save as many lives as possible. It's a remembrance of the 72 law enforcement officers that also sacrificed their lives trying to save as many lives as possible. It's a remembrance of the 2,967 people that died in the World Trade Center on that fateful day.
This is a national day of service and remembrance regarding the significant importance of the brave first responders' actions on September 11, 2001. Considering that, on behalf of the men and women of the Miramar Police Department, I'd like to share our continuous prayers, support, and caring thoughts to the nearly 3,000 lives that were lost on 9/11.
2 moments of silence were held at 9:59 a.m. and again at 10:28 a.m., marking the moments when the towers collapsed. Miramar Police Captain Mike YEPEZ was invited to speak to share his own personal experience as a New York police officer during September 11th.
As I drove from Staten Island into Brooklyn, I was listening to the radio and I heard them mention that a plane had hit one of the towers. As I approached the Verrazano Bridge, I saw the smoke coming from the tower's direction. Shortly after passing the toll plaza, I looked to my left and I saw a plane circling the towers, dipping down and striking the North Tower. At that moment, my stomach dropped as I realized it wasn't an accident. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that pieces of the Twin Towers would follow me to Miramar. It is an honor for our community to have a memorial to never forget.
9/11 survivor Yadira SANTANA-DOWLING worked at the World Trade Center. She bravely spoke of her experience.
When I started there, I met Lizzie and Rachel, the only two other Dominicans at the office. They took me under their wing. We had lunches together. They taught me about work and about life. They were my seniors. They were young moms, and I was just starting out. And on that day, Lizzie and Rachel didn't make it home. I struggled with a couple of things after that. I struggled to go to sleep, knowing that Lizzie's and Rachel's children were trying to go to sleep without their moms. I struggled with survivor's guilt. Nobody depended on my income to survive. So what I have done is try to live a life to the best of my ability that is worthy of a second chance. I have done it through service, through sharing love, joy, being that spark in everyone's day. Can I be the brightest interaction that you have at work, that you have when you meet me at the store, that you have at home with me as my family? Can I be that bright spot? Can I share laughter with you like I did with Lizzie and Rachel? Because that way I keep them alive. I keep them alive now sharing with you, and I keep them alive in my thoughts.
It took a tragedy to bring us together. But I think most of all what it taught us, that regardless of our position on various issues, it taught us that we have no room for hate. We must embrace acceptance and we must embrace love.
9/11 will never be forgotten. Let it be a lesson in unity and love in the face of hatred. The city of Miramar will forever remember.